Welcome to the Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke.
And I'm Mary Brinke.
And today we're going to be talking about the Rivian Quad. Thanks for joining us. I'm actually going to let Mary take this one. She's been researching this a lot more than I have. But, Rivian's been around for a few years. I don't remember when they first came out, but they do make trucks and SUVs. And then they've got some smaller SUVs coming out. But most recently, they released the Quad package. But I'll let you go ahead and take over and talk about the Rivian.
Sure. So the Rivian is either a truck or an SUV. There's the R1T for truck and S for SUV. I find the features to be really interesting and quite inviting. First of all, the trunk is very flexible and spacious. They say it's big enough for your golf clubs. Not a golfing family, but sure, if you are. And then the one feature that I find interesting as far as space is kind of a pass-through that they created. So it sits between the trunk bed or the truck bed and the seats of the passengers, and it's basically a pass-through, so like extra doors that you can open and put your fishing poles in as a pass-through. And the doors for that actually fold down, and maybe we can put a picture in of that. Yeah. But the doors fold down, and if you weigh $250 or 250 pounds or less, you could sit on it like an actual chair outside. So that was kind of an interesting feature that I've not seen in any of the other electric vehicles. As far as outlets, very interesting too. They have 4 120-volt outlets, 6 USB charging ports, and 1 built-in flashlight, which is, again, kind of unusual, different. The Rivian boasts a very superior interior look. They use real wood design or real wood in their design with earthy tones, and it's really done very well. Next level stitching, extra comfort. The second row of the vehicle where your passengers are sitting, they actually boast is big enough to fit 3 car seats. And now that children are required to sit in car seats for much longer than when our kids were little, that's an important feature for families that have more than 2 kids, to be able to get 3 car seats in that passenger section.
I think the interior is probably one of the best looking interiors I've seen in any vehicle, but especially an electric vehicle. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Safety features top notch. I love how many cameras the Rivian has. You think about, we're all used to our backup camera, but the Rivian actually has cameras all over the place, and on their website you can see a demonstration of a camera that's actually looking at your blind spot, and that camera ends up displaying in the kind of where between the 2 seats.
Screen is, yeah.
Between the 2 seats you can see that camera, and I think that's just an incredible added safety feature. Additionally, as it's a truck and has an 11,000 pound towing capacity, there's a camera in your truck bed that's actually looking at your cargo. And so if you have concerns about how things are balanced, or if things are pulling the way that they are supposed to, you've got a camera to check on that. So super nice feature with that.
Well, and it also has a view where you can see, as you're backing up to hook up the trailer, if you're lining up your hitch with the trailer.
Yeah, it's got like an actual line to show and guide you. Super, super smart feature. For those of you who like moonroofs or sunroofs. The entire top of the Rivian is a glass roof, and it is tinted, and so how much light comes through depends on kind of the weather and the options that you have. And then they partner with a lot of companies, and I thought that was kind of interesting too. So they definitely are embracing the adventures, the outdoors, so you can put a rack on the top to haul bikes on top, a tent.
Yeah, there was a tent.
There were two different tents,
yeah.
I think. There's even like a inflatable mattress type thing so that you can sleep inside the actual truck bed. And I think about times when taking the kids to the drive-in movie theater and the kids wanting to be in the back of a truck and whatnot. So that would be a cool feature.
Yes. Should we talk about pricing?
Yeah.
So, pricing. We've put a reservation on a Slate. Totally different vehicle. The pricing on this, the R1T starts at $70,990. So, almost $71,000 for the R1T.
And that's the base.
Yep.
That is a base model.
Yep.
And then the R1S is similar in price as well.
Yep. And then that's...
Yes. There you go.
All right. And then the Quad, which has the 4 motors, a lot more power. The pricing on that is $119,990, so almost $120,000 for the Quad. Again, gorgeous truck or SUV. You can get it in the R1S or the R1T as the Quad. But yeah, $120,000 for that vehicle. But just gorgeous. I mean, if I had $120,000 to spend on a car.
You do get the Laguna Beach blue accents. I personally...
You like the Laguna Beach accents, right?
Blue.
Right.
I'm a sucker for blue.
Yeah.
And yes, the Laguna Beach blue accents are very cool. The other thing too is if you check out the Rivian website, you can choose and kind of pick and design your EV. And
I don't think their website is that easy to navigate, so that's my complaint.
Yeah, I've been playing on it longer than he has, so I've got it down. Delivery, 2 to 3 weeks. Impressive.
Yes.
Impressive.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you've got that kind of money laying around and would like to buy an adventure vehicle, I would recommend the Rivian. 400-mile range, approximately.
Yep, that was in conserve mode.
Conserve mode, yeah.
So the range on that battery is very impressive too. So I do like that.
And you could also lease the Quad almost as much as our house payment, $1,800.
Yeah, almost $1,900.
Almost $1,900, yeah.
So
if you'd like to lease it, that is an option as well, I assume, for well-qualified lessees.
Right, I'm sure.
Yes. A beautiful, beautiful truck. Probably more like the Mercedes of trucks.
I would think so. Yeah.
Of U.S.-made trucks.
Yeah. It's very nice, very high-end. And I know that the reversal of the federal tax credit may impact pricing.
Some places have state or local.
So that is something
credits
that you would want to look into as well. But otherwise, yeah, it's a gorgeous truck. If I was in the market for that type of vehicle, definitely something I would check out further. But yeah, we have something else.
I think it's going to be interesting to watch the value of these as 5 years progresses. Are they going to hold their value? Are they going to, have a sharp
Right, take a
adjustment?
nosedive. Right, right.
Right. I think that's going to be a very interesting thing. Tesla has played a lot with their pricing and kind of up and down, trying to figure out how much they can charge before they lose people. And, maybe Rivian is testing that out as well. And so I think it'll be very interesting to see their pricing.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's it.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd like to thank you for watching The Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke.
And I'm Mary Brinke.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.